It's actually a really good chest rig for a larger guy, a fatter guy that eats bananas all day. Anyways, I'm on the larger side. You know, this thing works perfectly good for a larger guy. I like the simplicity of it. It's not really a MOLLE setup. It's not, there's not a bunch of MOLLE webbing all over it or anything like that. It's just simplistic. It just works. It's made out of good materials. I've put it through some stuff so far, and the test that I've put it through so far, I can honestly say that it's good. It obviously, you know, I like the fact that it comes in the Pencott camouflage pattern. I'm not the biggest fan of Pencott, but I like any pattern that's kind of a sophisticated, well-made, well-thought-out pattern I'm a fan of. I tend to mix patterns a lot. I'm wearing a lot of Cryptek today, but it just happened to be what I put on. This is a very good chest rig. I got my tourniquet in the tourniquet pouch, and I got my IFAK. It's got plenty of room. It's got a utility pouch here for, you know, just random utility stuff. Each one of these magazine pouches could hold 2 M4 mags, so you could hold a lot of magazines in this thing, and then you could probably hold some extra ones just in the utility pouch. You could probably use that as a dump pouch if you really wanted to. Like, you could go to a YouTube channel like Active Self-Protection. That's a good example. I'm just pulling a name out of a hat, but there's more than one. Like, Active Self-Protection is one, and you can look at like real life situations of people defending themselves, people in different situations in different countries and stuff like that. And I'm telling you, like, your odds of actually using a dump pouch in a real world situation, no, probably not. You're probably not going to use a dump pouch in a real gunfight. As a matter of fact, realistically, the only time you're going to use a dump pouch, it's a good training aid. It's good for practice so that you don't, you know, have to pick up the magazines over and over and over and over again. I'm just not a fan of having very specific pouches that can only do a certain thing. That makes a lot of sense for a SWAT team. That doesn't make sense for the vast majority of people. You know, so I don't run stuff like taco mag pouches. You know, you want to be able to run your enemy's weapon systems. If there's a dead guy on the ground and he's got a gun that's different than your gun, you want to be able to, you know, run his system. You know, I got my keys right here. I know some of you guys run Condor, and Condor is, you know, it'll get the job done, but I've found that this thing is just built better. It's more rugged. It's got these things that kind of keep the straps from going everywhere. So this thing is really like woods friendly. Like I said, my VTAC tends to, like, excessive MOLLE webbing and bulkiness and stuff like that, that tends to snag on trees and things like this. This thing was purpose built for like dense vegetation, dense terrain. You can tell, like, that's really where this thing shines, is if you really take this thing out into the woods. You know, I did talk about this in a previous video. I got a video called Floridian Gorilla Swamp Loadout, but that was when I first got this thing. I've actually used this for several months now, and I can tell you that, yeah, this is definitely worth getting. I 100% think you should get it. You never know what might happen while you're eating a banana, so make sure to center axis relock and keep your head on a swivel while you're eating a banana. Jordan Jareb, signing off.